is there another HDMI feed? Can you plug it in, like if there's an HDMI 2, I mean, can you plug it in there and just see what,
but it didn't.
see what works there?
It wouldn't pop up. All you gotta do is push that. Oh, you do? I'll get you. Want,
Save it for someone else.
I have another one. There's more headphones.
You do have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you know how all this plays out? Like, is it, you know, obviously we win, we control our own destiny, but if we lose and FACS wins, do they win the region?
I think it has to be on.
Because obviously we have the.
Hit that button right there. That's how you turn it on. That's all you gotta do. There's a volume on there somewhere.
Thanks, babe.
Bottom line, don't ask me that. I don't know.
Here's just run out. If we win, we play the loser of North Florida.
Okay, in the first round of playoffs. Okay.
Second round of playoffs, it looks like if BGA beats Lipscomb tonight, we'll play BGA, which will be the third seed.
Wow. Yeah. Bring them back here.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what will happen. Number 1, Tennessee APT, 2 AA bowl. Number 5, commercial field power line teams. And then we're going to do. That's pretty some legit stuff. Score by game.
We get some respect.
These courtesy of Chris Williams.
Yeah.
These guys. Do you want to run down the? You want to do the sponsors?
Yeah. I'll be the sponsor.
You're luck. We've got the best concession stand in town. It's a red brick building located behind the end zone where the scoreboard is. We've got hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst sandwiches, barbecue bologna sandwiches, pork tenderloin sandwiches, grilled chicken sandwiches, cheese and sausage plates, homemade French fries, fresh fruit, sweet tea, other drinks, popcorn and candy. Stop by and see the folks in concessions. They'll be happy to serve you. Also, if you don't happen to have enough cash in your pocket, this year they can take a charge card or a debit card. So stop by and see the folks in concessions. You do need restrooms here tonight. They're located in the lobby of our gym. The gym is across the field from the visitor stands. Just make your way past the scoreboard. Look on the side of the building, you'll find the double door marked restroom. The trash receptacles.
Good evening, Eagle fans. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Clayton Floriani, joined by Brandon Artilles. We are live in Cordova, Tennessee on the campus of ECS at Legends Field. The Eagles host FACS tonight, last regular season game. Eagles 8-1 on the season. First place, kind of control their own destiny. FACS 3-1. We're 4-0, they're 3-1. So essentially we could have a tie. Now I know that all plays out as far as who you beat, how many points were allowed, and that kind of thing. But on paper, we'd both end up 3-1. We don't believe that's going to happen tonight, but there is a chance. That's why we play.
Yeah.
So big region game tonight. Harding is at North Point as well. Lausanne is playing St. George's. So crisp, cool night. A lot better than last week. It was muddy, rainy.
Yeah, we'll take the chill over the slop fest.
Man, it is so nice to be back home in our press box. It was they were the best hosts.
Yeah.
Munford was great. It was just kind of tight, and of course it was raining, so everyone was inside. So let me run down our sponsors real quick, and then we'll get into the we'll review last week's game and preview tonight. So this pregame show always brought to you by Buff City Soap. Thank you to Kevin Hertzke and his family for sponsoring this throughout the year. Kickoffs and punts are by Tim Wilson. That's Compliance Associates. First downs, Sean Wilkins Sr. with State Farm Insurance. Timeouts, Strategic Financial, Chandler Gagnon, Barrett Jones, Hamp Holcomb, and Bill Edwards. Touchdowns, Benny James Appliance. That's Darren Wilkes. Darren's alumni here as well. Halftime show brought to you by PDGO, Pediatric Dental Group and Orthodontics. Stats by MSC Millwork. That's a Sammy Reagan family. And then, of course, the Players of the Week that come out every week by Bank 3. Scott House sponsors that as well. Also, Regal Pharmacy, Josh and Center Regal. Jake Varga with Memphis Children's Clinic, and Matt Stevens with Russell Oliver and Stevens. Also Vining Sparks, where, of course, Britton, who's not with us tonight, where he works as well. So thank you to all those sponsors. Been a great year to have them, so thank you for joining us, and also in past years. So with that, Brandon, we'll kind of review we didn't know if it was a 33-13 or a 34-13. We never really got it straight. The scoreboard said 33, but it was actually a 34.
So it's Munford scoreboards, but
Munford
nonetheless,
score.
you go to Munford, and there's an interesting challenge that came with going about an hour outside of town, outside of the friendly confines, and then certainly in the dynamic of that game. It was not the best conditions.
Right.
Football. It's still a great atmosphere for football, but get guys out of their comfort zone, and they responded, and that's certainly if you're Coach Adams, that's what you're looking for in a contest like that. You want your guys to respond no matter the environment, no matter what they're going up against.
Kind of a test, with the weather. He kind of mentioned, we're kind of getting to that playoff weather. It's cold, it could be rainy, but just to see his guys not struggle, but just be in a contest and then pull away at the end of the game.
Now, that seems to be pretty consistent with what they've been able to do this year. Not necessarily that they start slow, but they certainly finish strong.
Yes.
And that bared out in the game last, whether 33 or 34, no matter how you adjust that score, it was they finished strong, they took care of business, and they hope to do the same. Speaking of finishing strong, they really want to put an exclamation point on this season. FACS, Coach Adams, he's not going to sleep on this team. He knows that he has his guys fine-tuned to not sleep on this region opponent. So it's going to be a tough game, and they're anticipating that, but it's destinies is theirs, like you said.
As people know who have watched us at home, wherever you are tonight, thanks for joining us, but our bread and butter is running the football.
Yeah.
Matthew McMeans last week, over 200 yards again on the ground. Second game in a row that first play from scrimmage has gone for a touchdown. That was 43 yards last week. So we look to see a little bit more of that tonight. Coach Adams did say in our weekly chat that he would like to get the ball in the air a little bit more.
Yeah.
Feel like we would need to rely on that a little more come playoff time. So I look to see us throw the ball more. I know we can run it on them. Several teams have scored a lot of points. North Point has scored over 40 points on them. St. George has scored a lot of points on them. So, and Harding as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. But I'd like to see our receivers step up, which we haven't quite. Either they haven't had the opportunity, and when the opportunity was given to them, just didn't come up with a big play. So I'd like to see us get better at that tonight. That's what we'll need come playoff time.
Well, like you're saying, you do need to give Jacob Hatcher the opportunity to air it out. Also give guys like Will Arthur the opportunity, Jack Stevens the opportunity. Right. Matthew Pennington, he's come up big this year in some spots. Certainly, even though the Houston game ended with a loss, he came up in that game. And
Lausanne game, big catch. We were there together.
Absolutely. So you see these glimpses where these guys have been able to step up, and you want to be able to rely on them more if the opportunity presents itself, which it certainly will. You want to be able to come with every bullet in the barrel when you go into a playoff situation like that, and not just we're a bread and butter. We're identified by that power football, but it's good to be able to mix it up on these teams and keep them off balance.
One good thing about tonight, we got a lot of players back. We've had Josh Hartsuff. He's been out. He's back tonight. I'm not sure how many plays he'll get, maybe 15 to 20 plays. Luke Pleben is back tonight, had an ankle injury, so he's back. Carson Gagnon is back full 100% on both sides of the ball.
He has the cast off of his hand.
That's right.
I talked to his parents before the game, and they said they were as excited as he was.
He's ready to go. He'll be able to catch as well as he's played defense the past couple of games, but he'll be on a threat offensively as well. So that's nice to have him on the I mean, that run he had before he got injured at Houston, it was almost 3 touchdowns a game. That was his clip until he got hurt. So we've won games. You could say we haven't missed it, but when you
Yeah.
look what we could have done with him, boy, who knows? Sky's the limit on that.
But, that's a good prognosis for this team. You have guys like Matthew McMeans, Jalen Greenwood, who are able to step in. Even Tucker White, they're able to step in and carry that load when a guy like Carson Gagnon is not able to, produce the way that you'd like to see. And now we're hitting that stride as we get into the playoffs. We do have some interesting stats here that Chris Williams provided for us, just about kind of telling the tale of the tape here. Scoring by game and quarter, total 298. This is over the course of the season, 298 to 95. Average score for a game, 33 to 11. So that's kind of right in that Munford game right there. So by quarter, like we're saying, ECS does get out the fast starts, 90 to 28. Second quarter, 109 to 28. Third quarter, 44 to 14, and total in the fourth quarter, 55-25. Ultimately, you're outscoring your opponents, and they're doing it by a lot.
Yeah, no doubt, and especially as the game gets on, which you would think a heavily run team is going to wear you down. I mean, so you see us pulling away in those fourth quarters, which is nice. Trying to think of what else. Let's talk a little bit about end of year. This is the last regular season. Of course, we win this game, we would be region champs. Now, next week, immediately they start the playoffs. Normally, I think last year you won the region. I guess because of numbers, the number 1 seed had a bye. That's not the case this year. So we'll go right into the playoff picture. We will play the loser of North Point and Harding.
Yeah.
So that's, of course, we played both of those teams already and should fare well against them. But that's who we're going to play. Talk a little bit about if we were to come out of that game as a winner, what it's kind of playing out on the stage.
Well, you look at what's happening across the state when you look in the middle in East Tennessee, and you got to have your eye on BGA. We all know the backstory there with Battleground Academy, so that's something you anticipate, and they're still a good football team, and you'd anticipate perhaps seeing them in that second week and then building up throughout the playoffs.
That's right. So if we played them, if they were to win tonight, they played Lipscomb, they win, they'll be here. So Coach Rodriguez will bring his guys here. They're a heavily throw team. I mean, almost a 100% opposite of what we are.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. I think our guys as they will prepare for the run, we will prepare for the pass.
Yes, yeah.
And we'll kind of a chess match and see how
that
goes.
That identity, we know BGA well, saw him last year, and Skimpenfelter, am I saying that right? Simptonfelter, something like Nick Simptonfelter, still the quarterback, so they like to spread it out. And it'll be interesting to know both these teams knowing each other pretty well. Both the coaching staffs know each other well, so it's going to be a chess match if those teams match up.
Sounds good. Well, tonight, like we said, we're back on campus, FACS. We've been gone for a few weeks. We're back. If you're home, you're going to want to pay attention to Cole Putnam. That's their quarterback, so their main guy. He's going to throw it. He'll run it. That's got great speed, about 6'3". He's a senior. They've done fake punts with him. He's kind of their all-around player, so we got to stop him. If we stop him, we'll pretty much stop their offense and be in good shape. So with that, Brennan, any last closing remarks here, and we'll turn it back.
You summed it up so nicely.
Okay,
You summed it up so nicely, so we'll end
I've learned from you.
That's right, that's right. But looking forward to a great contest.
Yeah,
tonight.
all right. Take care. All right, so the guys just had the national anthem, so we'll be welcoming the Eagles out here in just a minute. Brandon, big week this past week. I guess not this one, but actually the week before that was the week of giving.
Yeah.
And a couple
Pretty
things.
successful.
Yeah, several things. We were doing a lower school playground, and then a scholarship fund by Coach D. Baker, who just recently passed away. And, in fact, the guys tonight will be wearing stickers to commemorate him and his almost 40 years of being at ECS. So you'll see on the back of their helmets a D and a B. So I know those ceremony coming up, his funeral service will be, I think, on maybe this weekend.
A lot of heavy hearts.
Yeah,
but, just a tremendous legacy.
That's right.
That he left.
So
at this
with
school.
that legacy, they did a fund, which his family wanted to do, and it was to fund a scholarship that would help alumni families send their kids here. So they raised a lot of money in that, and then of course the annual fund. Overall, it was upward almost $200,000.
Yeah.
And with money still coming in. So if you're at home and you have given a pledge or you want to give to the annual fund, it's not too late. All the things you see, the new paint on campus, you've seen the student union building, which was the old cafeteria they've redone. All the improvements you see, just the improvement in even teachers. I mean, just everything has gone above and beyond thanks to, several people on staff, but just with that, it costs money.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It just tuition alone. You would think. I know the thoughts. I'm a parent. You are. It's like, man, with tuition, you would think it would cover everything. It just doesn't cover it all. With the expense of maintenance, a turf football field, it's just all the things. So.
But it is easier to give when you see kind of the results of it, and you see that it's just a spirit-led, God-breathed effort by from top to bottom here at this school. And you talk about going above and beyond, and I want to take advantage of this opportunity just to express my gratitude toward Scott Vogel, athletic director here, and just what he created, this opportunity. My son being a first grader and the second graders as well, and would be a rather routine thing to have this flag football league put on by Crosscheck, Gracie Van, to have this championship. It just so happened that in this league, both teams were ECS teams that advanced to the championship, ECS first grade, ECS second grade, and Scott Vogel said, whoa, we could have done this routine, had it at the fields at Gracie Van, and Gracie Van has done a fantastic job, but they allowed Scott to say, hey, let's do it here. And so we had it here on the field of Legends Field. So that's the extent they'll go to first and second graders, to make them, feel loved and known and give them the spotlight. And we were down here at Legends Field, and they tore it up. The scoreboard was fired up. Austin Hill was doing some PA, calling out the boys' names. So it was just this incredible community feel. That was really, and you think it starts at the top, and Scott certainly responding to kind of that idea that Braxton Brady has kind of brought in to this culture of ECS of just maximizing fun. Living out the gospel is fun. And it doesn't have to be boring. And that was one of those moments where these kids, me as an adult too, as one of the coaches, I had a lot of fun. And it was just a lot of fun. We were just very grateful for the ECS community and family here, just taking a simple thing and making it extraordinary, and just made an incredible memory for these kids.
Well, at any age, you go to a college football game, professional football game, even us as adults, what's the one thing we'd love to do? Man, we'd love to get on the field.
Yep.
Can you imagine a first grader, the feeling of playing at the high school turf field, announcers? I mean, that, like you said, it's just they may never forget.
They won't. Well, our idea is, in 10 years, God willing, they're out here wearing the cardinal and gold. They'll be talking to each other. Hey, remember that game? Remember that flag football championship game? And so, it was quite a memory. But again, just another example of the extent. To your point, the staff goes to make it, even like little, Mrs. Wilder and Mrs. Humphreys, the first grade teachers, they're out there with signs, and that's overtime for them. But they love it, and they love the kids, and we're just, it's just a pleasure.
Well, speaking of Scott Vogel, I mean, you talked about the first and second grade. Well, there's also the fifth and sixth grade, which
Yeah.
of course your other son Joe is
Yeah,
a part of.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's that he's in charge of all the way up.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, to an extent. And so I get emails, text, hey, every parent, hey, what do I need to do with my equipment? My kid's fifth grade.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let me speak to Scott Vogel.
Yep.
All
And
right.
he's accessible.
Yeah,
And he responds.
and he's the
yeah.
defensive coordinator on the high school team. You know, it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I walked in this week on him, and he's going over a punt coverage.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day. Hey, all right, guys, I got to go. I got to do this. So it's speaking of Vogel, let's run down through the coaches here. Of course, Coach Trey Adams, head coach, first year as head coach, third year here. Coach Hardy Buck, linebacker coach, was receiver coach last year, so he's now on the defensive side of the ball. We've had a great year at linebacker. Oh,
yeah,
man.
we'll just see guys like Andrew Agapos come into their own.
Oh,
and,
man.
And, of course, when you got Austin Hill and Ethan Saunders, just
no doubt.
tremendous.
Taylor Powers has taken his place as receiver coach. Coach Daniel Holmes, he coaches the outside linebackers. So we said Hardy Buck inside, Daniel Holmes outside.
Gotcha.
Coach Ruvalcaba is the running backs coach. Coach Jim Hines would be a quarterback coach / a little bit of offensive coordinator. Manuel Burton is tight ends coach. He's also on the headset, so he's a little more. He calls the plays with Coach Adams. It's always fun to be. We're next to him at the Lausanne game, so nice to be with him beside us. We've also got Coach Williford, the offensive line coach, and Coach Ben Todd as the defensive line coach. Captains tonight, Austin Hill, Carson Gagnon, Ethan Saunders, and Josh Hartsuff. So Hartsuff back again. Third week in a row we've won the coin toss and have deferred. So we will get the ball the second half. FACS will start out on offense, which is probably what they would like to do anyway.
But it's, as we were talking in pregame, to have a guy like Hartsuff back, Carson Gagnon, close to 100%, to get him back firing on all cylinders. I mean, over the course of a season, you're going to get dinged. You're going to get bumps and bruises. But just staying healthy enough where you're avoiding the catastrophic injury, and now you're getting these guys back just in time for the playoffs. That kind of goes according to plan. You're going to have those dings, but now to be having everybody back as we are on the brink of the playoffs.
Well,
that's what you want to see as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Hartsuff, that guy's a 3-year starter.
Yeah.
Playing left guard, and so to lose him, of course, we stepped in there. Luke Pleben came right in, then he got hurt. So then we moved Coot over to the left guard from right tackle. So those guys are doing a great job mixing and matching.
But you hate injuries, but with the right coaching and right mentality, the silver lining into that is seeing guys step up that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity. To your point with Pleben, and then trying, Coot, seeing how versatile he is, and he's going to step up, but giving these guys opportunities to play, because they're going to have to grow, and you're going to need them in the playoffs.
That's right. All right, here come the Eagles, led by our cheer squad. Stay tuned at halftime. We're going to bring you a cheer routine that they put on down last weekend at the Lander Center in South Haven, where they won third place and earned a spot at the Nationals in Orlando. So stay tuned to that. We're not going to have a. We're not going to have
booking your tickets to that. You booking your tickets to Orlando.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
I just got a text from Britton at home. Britton, y'all have a great time tonight celebrating Miss Emily Wilkins' birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Yes,
Emily.
happy birthday, Emily. We hope you've had a fantastic day. I know you had lunch with Dad, and I hope you have a great time tonight with some of your buddies.
And I'll thank Britton for keeping me in the warm press box tonight.
Right. Yes, that's
instead of
right.
on the sideline.
That's right. Looks like the crowd kind of slowly moving in, a little chilly. So some at home probably thinking, what are we going to do tonight? Not quite as cold as we thought. We thought it'd get down to 30. It's going to be about 36 tonight. That won't happen until early morning probably. But here we go. Evan Stuckey going to tee it up on the 40. He's going to kick it south. Line drive. That'll go in and out of the end zone. So FACS will pull that out to the 20-yard line. Well, Cole Putman will bring his offense out and take over for the Crusaders. Chris Williams on stats tonight. Thanks, Chris. All the info you bring us above and beyond. Mike Stoker, student here at ECS, also great job on the camera all year as well, even at Munford where it was just nasty. Man, great job.
Responding to adversity, Answering the test.
That's
Very
right.
good.
All right. Hartsup's going to get the start at left defensive tackle. Blake Barnett center. Dietrich Pennington right defensive tackle. Putnam's going to look deep.
Threw into some traffic there. Good coverage by Agapos and Nern.
Putman had plenty of time. Most of the receivers kind of all funneled to the middle of the field, which was, I'm not sure that was by design, but they actually even ran into each other. That'll bring up second down and 10. Preston Daniel, 33, outside linebacker. Austin Hill, number 4. He'll flank out wide and go man-to-man against the slot receiver. Fumble on the play as Putman kind of meshed with the fullback there. He recovered it. That'll bring down third down. They'll lose 1, so that'll be 3rd and 11. Middle linebacker, Ethan Saunders. Weak side backer, Andrew Agapos. Strong side backer, Peter Nern. Safety, Carson Gagnon, safety. Tucker White, 29. He'll get the start at cornerback. Chris Weissman, number 21, up top. He'll get start at the far side corner.
Good hit by Saunders to jar that loose. A little high from Putnam, though. But ultimately didn't have a chance.
In and out of the hand of Larry Giles. That'll be 4th down. The Crusaders will punt, which means that's Cole Putnam as well.
As you said, probably not this area of the field. You won't see a fake, but you said that he can. They won't shy away from trickeration.
Peter Nern will set up at midfield for the Eagles to receive the punt. All right, here we go. Just inside Crusader territory. Jacob Hatcher will bring the offense out. We'll get those starters. Josiah Tingley going to be your center. Right guard, Carlton Webster. Right tackle, Blake Barnett. Left guard, Coot. Left tackle, Dietrich Pennington. Of course, Jacob Hatcher, number 2, your quarterback. Caden Hill, number 5, at the top of your screen. Matthew Pennington at the bottom. Austin Hill, fullback. And Andrew McMeans, tailback. Preston Daniel will be tight end. There's Daniel, 33, flipping sides. There we go, handoff to McMeans. A lot of room. He'll pick up 25 on the play right out of the gate, Brandon.
Well, they're going to set the tone, and, kind of no secret, that's what they're going to be coming with. But when you can execute that effectively, and McMeans is going to be running hard, offensive line doing their job, playing tough in the trenches.
Nice job by Coot as he pulled from that left side guard.
Kicking out that backer, yeah.
I expect us to run the other side because that's what we ran last week, but we flipped it and ran this side. All right, ball on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Hatcher under center. Hill flip sides and get a block. McMeans going to cut it up. Nice defensive play by the Crusaders. Tackle made by Tyler Pegas. That'll bring up second down and maybe 8.
As you're saying in pregame, Clayton, it would be nice to see them kind of incorporate the pass here and try to see if they can work any play action, get these receivers open, and get some confidence for them that they can make these plays here on this
You'd
side
like
of
to
the
see
field.
them on that, or like this territory, maybe that first down to get 5.
Yeah.
Then you got to definitely throwing down at second down. But now, I'm not sure. We may put it on the ground one more time to get a little more yardage, but let's see. McMeans is going to bounce it. He'll get the corner. He'll go in.
Wow.
Matthew McMeans from 26, we'll call it 25 yards out. Brandon, he went in and bounced it out and then just kind of turned on the speed.
Austin Hill did a great job on the edge there. Great block downfield by the wide receiver on that side.
Great hard running by McMeans. I thought he would go out of bounds at the 10, but lowered his shoulder and bounced it into the touchdown.
Yeah, hard-nosed running. The defender probably sees the same thing, thinking that he's just going to run out of bounds, and then he turns back upfield.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, had a lot of things on that drive, one of which was a first down brought to you by State Farm, Deshaun Wilkins Sr. family. Thank you to Sean for all his sponsorships that he does for us. We also had a touchdown. That was sponsored by the Benny James Appliance Company. That's Darren Wilkes. Thanks to Darren for that. And then we had a extra point, and now a kickoff sponsored by Compliance Associates, the Tim Wilson family.
3 plays, 49 yards. Pretty easy to cap that drive off. Ultimately ate up 1 minute 34 seconds off the clock. 3 plays, 3 carries by Matthew McMeans. He gets all the yardage, although the offensive line certainly earned their share of it. Ooh, good play. Jack Stevens, Ethan Saunders cleaning up on special teams there.
Nice kick by Stuckey down to around the 3.
First and 10. FACS on the Crusader. 20.
All right, so FACS second series on offense. We're going to keep everybody the same we've got out there that we had in our first series.
Great to see Hartsuff back out there on that defensive line. We got some laundry on the field, though.
Prior to the snap, we got a flag on the field. That flag is a substitution infraction
All right, well,
against FACS.
too many guys on the field. That'll
Yeah.
back them up 5. Ball on the 15. Putman in the shotgun.
First down and 15.
Boy, great play by Saunders. Didn't overrun the play. Came in there and just hammered him. Stood him up. Host of Eagles joined in, put him down. Barnett was there.
But like you said, great read by Saunders and just making a linebacker play.
Yeah, great play by
Sticking that
Dietrich.
nose in there.
Excuse me, great play by Dietrich Pennington. Kind of stood the guy up and just kind of held his ground.
Looking at that offensive line of FACS, size, they're at a size disadvantage.
Second down,
Certainly in the
12.
left guard position. He's quick, though.
There's Pennington once again. Stood his ground. Putnam ran right to him. That'll bring up third down and probably 10. You know, we talked about this. If you're at home, you watch our guys, you know, you're going to see Putnam with some time to throw it tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember if it was the Lausanne game we mentioned it. The defensive line, their job is not to sack the quarterback.
Yeah.
It's to hold their ground, stay in their lane, and just not allow anything by them. Wow, just not a lot there.
Nope.
Austin Hill came up from that outside linebacker and just dropped
He
him.
lives for that play. He lives for that screen.
Brandon, if you're offensive coordinator for FACS and you draw up a tunnel screen, what side are you going to run that to?
Away from number 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to run that away from number 4.
That's as easy as it gets.
Yeah.
But they won't run it again.
You need to tell Putnam, look where number 4 is and then go away from him. But then you see what, although running anything in the direction of number 77, it does not seem promising either.
Yeah.
So you're in a good position defensively for ECS. Smelling some delicious concession
Boy,
stand
I'm telling
food.
you, it's kind of drifting. We got a little
Yes,
haze over
it
the
is.
field.
Some of the best food in town.
Putnam going to punt from his own end zone. Kind of a wobbly kick. Nern will fair catch that, get out of the way. Ball will just cross over into Eagle territory, roll dead at around the 45-yard line. So we'll have a little further to go, maybe open up the offense a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Jalen Greenwood out, tailback. He'll replace McMeans. We'll get Jack Stevens, number 11, in at receiver. .7:22 to play in this first quarter. Let me get the score up. All All right, Greenwood right up the middle, bounces it to the outside. Nice block by Will Arthur to spring Greenwood down the sideline, out of bounds at the 23, 24-yard line.
You called it, Clayton. Will Arthur, number 14, taking care of business out there, helping Jalen Greenwood get way down the field.
That's not an easy block to make,
No, it's
Arthur,
not.
because you're so close to, is it a hold? But he stayed in front of the guy.
Or potentially,
Moved
how
his-
quickly does that cornerback turn around,
Yeah.
and then you're potentially blocking in the back. So, but Greenwood did a great job reading it
Yeah.
and responding to that.
31-yard run by Greenwood on that first play from scrimmage. That's a Sean Wilkins senior State Farm Insurance first down.
It's like some pistol here.
Greenwood right up the middle. He'll pick up 5 on the play.
Just a luxury that ECS has to be able to not even necessarily switching gears because of the speed between McMeans and Greenwood, but just those guys are able to come in and give each other a rest.
Offensive line kind of stepping right into where they left off last week. Coote just hammered down with the down block. Dietrich as well, so Hatcher will get under center. They ran the same play again right there. Greenwood bounces it. Still on his feet, down to the 10. Down out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Great bounce by Greenwood.
Like you said, Clayton, just great blocking up front and holding their blocks, allowing Greenwood to pick where he needs to go, where it's soft in the defense.
That's been a good bread and butter play for us, pulling Carlton Webster. He's done a great job all year pulling from that right guard. All right, Will Arthur, bottom of your screen. Maybe a little fade route here. Yep. Boy, great throw. Well covered. Almost caught by Austin Hill. Just a tight window, but Hatcher did a good job of kind of threading it through there. Just couldn't quite. It's a tough ball to catch.
Yep.
5:28 to go. Clock will stop. First quarter. Tonight is PDS night, so Presbyterian Day School is on campus. They're invited over. They're at the Eagles Ortho South patio, which is across the field, overlooking the stadium.
Yeah, they had to break out the propane heaters out there tonight. Yeah, you need them.
All right, Greenwood right up the middle. Nice move. He'll go in.
Good tough run.
Touchdown for Greenwood from 8 yards out.
Great to see Greenwood not shying away from contact. Took the ball where he needed to go to get the touchdown.
Evan Stuckey on to attempt the extra point. And just like that, Eagles on top, 14-0. Well, Brandon, this is a little bit easier than I thought.
Yeah.
The first thought that comes to my mind is that Coach Adams moved our 8th graders up to varsity because their season is now over. And I'm wondering if we're going to see some 8th graders play tonight.
Well, they could use those reps, and I'm sure we were talking about the opportunity to get down on this field and play for real. That would be something else for them. 5 plays, 55 yards on that last drive. All of it on the legs of Jalen Greenwood.
All right, so the extra point was good. Stuckey ticks off. This time we'll go out of bounds. His first one we've seen out of bounds on the year. He'd probably like to have that one back. He's done a great job all year long. Those special teams plays are brought to you by Tim Wilson and Compliance Associates. Thank you once again for our pregame show. That was brought to you by Buff City Soap, the Kevin Hersky family. They've been with us all year. Visit them at the Thornwood Center. They're in Germantown. All right, Crusaders get the ball at the 35-yard line. Nice job of running by Jordan Johnson, number 10, off the right edge. Kind of got the corner.
You know, we were talking earlier about the kind of size disadvantage that FACS has on the front there. You got some smaller guys, but that's trying to play to whatever strengths you can come up with. They pulled both guards on that, trying to stretch it out. And
all right, Griffin Garrison, number 18, now in for Austin Hill. Quick throw and catch. Out to number 2, Larry Giles, incomplete. So second drop by Giles on the night. That'll bring up third down and probably 8.
Keeping count of the drops.
Well, it's early.
It's early, yeah.
All right, we got Hill back in the game. I thought we might give Hill a break for the night, actually. But he's back out. Third and long, we'll call it 7.
I imagine he doesn't rest well on the sideline.
No, he does not. He would not be happy this early, would he? Putnam will get wrestled out of bounds. We got a flag on the play.
Also a kind of a broken play at that.
Tackle on the play by the Eagles, Preston Daniel. It's also a flag on the field. That flag is a chop block against the Crusaders.
Looks like a chop block on the Crusaders. So it's going to be pushing them back.
Once again, a chop block against the Crusaders. That penalty will be declined.
All right, Chris Williams, our stats guru, with the call there. Felt like we'd decline that, and we did.
Yep.
Since it was going to be fourth down, punt situation for the Crusaders. Tell you the last play, the one thing I noticed was just how hard Josh Hartsoff just exploded the line. So I know he's excited to be back tonight after being out for quite a while with an injury. That's going to be almost a shank. Not an all-out shank, but
I keyed in on Hartsoff after you mentioned him, and he one of these upbacks for that was protecting the punter. Hartsoff knocked him pretty good. It was head to head,
yeah,
or not head to head literally, but I mean it's not like he hit him when he wasn't looking. Just he's relishing being back out on the field.
16-yard punt. Thanks, Chris.
Same starting position as the previous drive.
All right, Pennington up top, Gagnon down at the bottom. Now we'll see Gagnon in on offense. Hill fullback, McMeans back at tailback. Play action pass. Hatcher looking deep. There's our man, Gagnon.
Ooh, I think he got it. Great focus by Carson Gagnon on that.
That's why you throw it to Carson Gagnon right there. Tell you what, well covered by the Crusaders, but Gagnon able to stay with it.
Circus grab, but it's exciting to have him back on the offensive side of the ball.
How far was that, Chris? You said 20-yard pass play from Hatcher to Gagnon. That'll bring up first down. State Farm first down, the Sean Wilkins senior family. Gagnon once again, bottom of your screen. There's McMeans. He'll bounce it to the outside. Gagnon's got the block on the outside. McMeans turns it on, cuts back down to the 4-yard line. Great run by McMeans. That'll be we'll call that a 32-yard run.
Great run. As you were saying, walking down the field. So, I mean, that just shows the selflessness of this team. Gagnon making that great catch. Very next play, he's blocking down the field, paving the way for McMeans.
Exactly. All right, Caden Hill, bottom of your screen. Up top, we'll send Pennington. McMeans tailback, Hill fullback. Hatcher under center. There we go, right up the middle to McMeans. He'll go in untouched from 4. Second score of the night. Matthew McMeans at 3:16 to go in this first quarter. Eagles up 20-0.
McMeans getting his second touchdown of the game. Chris will give us the official stats for him today, but we do know this. Hatcher was able to at least get a completion. That, of course, the 20-yard connection with Carson Gagnon. So 3 plays, 55 yards.
Extra point is good.
Right now, 3 possessions, 3 scores for the Eagles. First possession was 3 plays, 44 yards. Second possession, 5 plays, 55 yards. This again on the third possession, another 55-yard drive, 3 plays, and a touchdown.
All right, that's a Darren Wilkes, Benny James touchdown. Compliance Associates extra point. Eagles on top 21-0. All right, Stuckey will drive that one. Boy, right at the 1-yard line. Zach Baker, 17, there to make the tackle along with Griffin Garrison. 2 sophomores. All right, same starting group. Hartsuff, Barnett. We got Carlton Webster now at defensive tackle. He'll slip in for Pennington, give Pennington a break. Tucker White still at the bottom of your screen. Corner, Weissman up top. Carlton Webster right there to collapse him.
You mentioned that about Pennington, getting a break right now. That's the other thing. Here you are, season finale right now, but conditioning not a problem here. These guys playing both ways for the most
all
part,
year.
and they're still and they're kind of peaking with their conditioning right now. It's right where they need to be.
Second down at 8. Putnam real quick.
Too
Nice
high.
throw, just a little high. Had number 5, Aiden Sheehan. Number 6, Derek Redmond, on the was the intended receiver.
Chris Weissman was right there, though.
Well, I'll tell you what, 3rd down and 8. They've been in the same position the last 3 series.
And correct me if I'm wrong, no first downs. No first downs for FACS. Chris Williams with the confirmation on that.
All right, Hartsuff giving chase to Putnam. Well, that could be picked off.
And
Oh,
there
great
it
play.
is.
There's Gagnon.
Playing center field
Yeah,
out there.
I'm telling you.
Oh, good.
There we go. Gagnon's going to take that all the way. Almost a 50, 48-yard return by Gagnon. We got a little flag on the play. We'll see what that is. Maybe it got crowded and congested down there. I don't know if we got a block in the back. We didn't quite pick it up on camera.
Great return by Gagnon.
Yep.
So
There
it
we
looks like it's going to come back. Carlton Webster, perhaps.
Just it really was a good block. The guy turned
Yeah.
on him, looked like. Yep.
Yeah.
Good block by Webster.
Yeah,
Just the guy
you
turned.
can't fault a guy
Nah.
like that, yeah. Making an aggressive play.
Cleared him out, and the guy turned his
Uh-huh.
back, and then it's hard to let up after that.
Yeah.
What a difference with Gagnon back there. I mean, that
Yeah.
is just I don't know that you just can't teach a guy to go up and get the ball.
No,
I mean,
absolutely. And he certainly just, you have those guys that are ball hawks, and he has that knack for it.
I mean, you're waiting, everybody's running, all of a sudden you see a guy leap up.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do. You go and get the ball. All right, Greenwood off the left side, got to tuck in right behind Hill. Still on his feet, down to about the 10-yard line. Great play. That'll pick up almost 20 yards, 15 actually on the play.
Will Young for FACS, number 21. He is, I'm sure he's getting tired of Austin Hill coming out and kicking him out.
Don't you know it?
He is tired of having number 4 run after him.
All right, Arthur and Stevens, the bottom of your screen. Arthur, inside receiver. Ethan Saunders, tight end on the right. There we go. Back to Greenwood. He'll follow Hill once again. Face mask on the play.
Yeah.
They'll get tacked 15 yards or almost, or
Is it half the distance?
yeah, half the distance to the goal line.
Put it about 4.5. And they'll get another first down.
Greenwood could have gone either way. Maybe inside, maybe was a little bit better room. Either way, we got yardage. All right, first and goal, ball on the 5. Hatcher brings a play in. We're going to keep Greenwood in the backfield. We'll put Gagnon up top, Arthur down at the bottom. We'll put Daniel tight end on the left. Hill will be offset to the right behind Hatcher. Quick fade route to Gagnon. Touchdown, Eagles.
No, Gagnon got his touchdown anyway.
There
Of
we
course,
go.
the interception return negated, but
All right, so Carson Gagnon is back on the scorecard with a touchdown tonight, so I know he's glad to get that score. That's a Benny James touchdown. You're going to hear that a lot tonight. Kick is up and good by Evan Stuckey. That's a Compliance Associates Special Teams extra point, and he'll jog a few yards and get ready to kick that back off again.
as we get set to kick off, FACS, their offense ready to get back out on the field. Still no first downs for them. And the turnover on the last drive.
And still in the first quarter with 1:21 to go. Nice kick by Stuckey down to the 3. Griffin Garrison once again just pops him, stands him up. Stevens comes over the top to take him down. Partner, I don't know if you brought your, I mean, you've got, I mean, how many, you got 5, 6 boys at your house?
It feels like that sometimes.
I'm sure you have an extra set of pads in the car.
I do.
If you want to go grab them, they might let you play tonight.
It's like get that first grade flag team out here with the flag champions.
I tell you what, I'd like to maybe put Joey the Tank Artilles in there.
Put him
maybe
at tight end. Give him a shot. Give him a shot, Coach Adams.
We're just tackled by a whole host of Eagles. Just not a lot of room tonight, Brandon. Just Pennington there. I mean, they just can't. Their offensive line just simply cannot match up with our size. I tell you, I think, I don't know if you saw it or not. I know you were looking for the film, but that one catch that Joey made in that final game with the 5th and 6th, man.
It's become the thing of legend.
It was impressive.
Yeah, it was.
It was. You can't help but fast forward that a few years ago. Man, that's you just can't teach. I mean, just stiff arming guys, just daring them to come tackle me.
He had a lot of fun with that one. He enjoyed that. I was not able to be there, so God bless George Slade for getting the video of it. I was at a flag football game coaching, but I found it just as entertaining to have people describe it to me. As opposed to seeing it. It was certainly fun.
All right, 3rd and a long 4. Putnam in shotgun. We're going to let this clock tick down, and we'll flip the sides as we get this second quarter started. The Slades, mentioning George Slade, first-year family here at ECS, nice to have them.
Yeah, Hal, his dad. Hal.
Yep, Hal's the
center on the team.
Yeah, done a great job. Never played football before. It's fun to see him play. Small trivia question: his dad and I went to high school together.
Get out!
He did. He was a few years older, but George is a great guy, great family.
Keeping Mississippi
Yes.
making it proud over here at ECS.
Brandon, why don't you give us a rundown of our cheerleaders
All right.
right there?
Don't mind if I do. Here we go. Sydney Jackson is a freshman. Sarah Regal is a freshman. Claire Colley is a sophomore. Lane Dawson, a sophomore. Mia Floriani is a sophomore. She's a sophomore, right?
She is.
There we go. Mary Rowland, she's a sophomore as well. Evelyn Vanderzwag, she's a sophomore. Ava, going to have to help me out here.
Eva, yeah, Daughtry.
Daughtry.
Yeah.
Daughtry. Oh, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Eva Daughtry. She's a junior. Meg Williams, a junior. Now we're on to the seniors. Taylor Aaron, a senior. Tierra Allen, Hannah Benson, Kerrigan Childress, Savannah Coons, Akira Jones, Kate Learned, Casey Long, and Addison Whitehorn, also a senior for the Eagle cheerleading team. So is this the team
That's them. Yeah, that's them.
they're going to Orlando?
Well, they got a bid. I'm not sure if they'll take the bid, but they were invited. So
It's always nice to be invited and
Yeah.
earn your way there.
there's several of them that are going to the that are going to go in the, I believe it's the Citrus Bowl. They'll cheer at pregame and maybe even halftime of that. So some are going to that as well. So that was kind of on the books before this. So that may take precedent. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Crusaders. They're heading south now. Putman real quick. Throw and catch. Weissman right there to make the tackle, but it looks like we're going to get a first down on the play. So the first down for the night. Yeah, first on the night for FACS. That'll move the chains.
Anytime you say Citrus Bowl, I cannot help but think of what Steve Spurrier said about Citrus Bowl.
I
Can't
remember.
spell it without UNT. I'm a Tennessee fan, so I get to mock that. Now we would love to be in a Citrus Bowl
Oh, gosh.
as Tennessee. We would take that bid in a heartbeat. We would love that invite. Fumble on the field.
Little flare pass. Nice play, but FACS fumbles. That'll back them up probably maybe almost 5 more. Bring up 2nd down and 15.
And called on the recovery for FACS. Loss is back to the Crusader. 26. Bring up 2nd down. 14.
All right, Putnam's going to look to take it up the middle. Boy, he's fast. Saunders there to make a tackle. Great play by Saunders to hold on.
You're talking about FACS having the inability to really hang with the size of the Eagles, but it's also just the discipline. They're always in position.
Yeah.
They're always playing where they need to be, not over pursuing.
Down at the 32-yard line. That brings up 3rd down and 8.
And Saunders just displayed that again, bringing down the Crusader. They're pinning their ears back on that one. Ooh.
He'll get a first down, so 2nd first down on the same drive. Play before that, Saunders, boy, just took on a defensive lineman and then shed that block and then came down to make the tackle.
Yeah.
So that was a great play by Saunders. Well, we talked about it. Putnam, listen, he's dangerous. He can run the ball.
Yep.
And you just saw that he's got great speed. That's their only option tonight is to, I kind of call it getting back there and playing some flag football, kind of like Lausanne. That's going to be their recipe.
I think that's the first time they've moved the chains tonight. There you go.
Boy, Hartsuff right there, gobbled him up. Along with Griffin Garrison. Garrison in there for Hill. He'll bounce back out, Hill back in.
And called on the carry at the middle. Tackle by the Eagles. Andrew Agapose. Josh Hartsup. 80-yard on the play. 2nd down.
Jack Stevens now in for Preston Daniel, number 11, outside backer this side. Daniel's gritty, hard-nosed junior. Putnam changes the play. Here we go. Here's his run. A couple of guys came up, couldn't quite hang on to him.
Gagnon putting a hat on him.
Yeah, I tell you, if you duck your head, you're going to miss him. You got to stay up. Watch those numbers on the jersey. All right, so the Crusaders putting together a nice little drive. 9:29 to go in the second quarter. Looks like their coach probably just wadded up his play sheet. About 3 or 4 plays have been successful to them. Timeout, FACS, their first of the night.
Yeah, going back and looking at that one big play Putnam, pulled off, and that was, our defensive line, they got to push up the field. That was probably by design, but, it's more effective when they do stay at home, stay in their lanes.
Yep. Especially against him.
Yeah, but that's what a good quarterback or a mobile quarterback can do to you.
Tell you what, tonight, you stick around. We've got Gibson Donuts and hot chocolate on the field.
You just talked me into it.
I'm not sure you knew that or not.
It's always a good time to have Gibson Donuts. You say hot chocolate too?
That's what they say.
All right.
I mean, it's a good night to have it.
Yeah, need it.
They may run out of it, so you may want to get it early. All right, I imagine Coach Adams has probably had enough of this drive. He's probably ready to shut this down.
Yeah.
All right, Putnam going deep.
That's a connection.
That was a connection. It was a certain push-off on Weissman, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely pushed off on him.
See if we can see it.
You may not see it right there. That's how he got that. Now, he may have beaten him anyway, but he certainly pushed off and got that extra distance. Great throw, though. Throw and catch. That'll be a touchdown for the Crusaders. Are you out at the 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see what the defense has right now. I'm sure they're not interested in letting the Crusaders score right here.
Nice play, Austin Hill, to break up that pass play. Well, regardless of the push off or not, we got to shore up that pass defense. Can't let those guys get behind us. Second down and 4. Number 4, Putnam will get under center. He's going to score on this drive. I'm not sure when.
I don't think he's in.
He did not get in. Out of bounds. Nern was there. Weissman was there. Preston Daniel, all to get him before he could cross into the end zone.
Good pursuit there on the corner. But to your point, they got to get that pass defense. Can't help but have one eye on the playoffs. So if you go up against a team like BGA,
that's right.
You have to be prepared.
And thankfully, we have played teams like Houston, like Collierville, because had we not a lot of throwing teams in our region this year. All right, there's Putnam with a quarterback sneak. They're going to give him a touchdown with 9:06 to go. FACS finally gets on the board. Cole Putnam from a 1 to 2 yard quarterback sneak. 1 yard. Thanks, Chris.
Well, they put together an impressive drive there.
Yep. Kind of nickel and dime their way. Couple, and then, of course, got the big long pass play. Stick around at halftime. We'll bring you the cheer team's routine. Before we do that, we'll get a halftime report from Chris Williams from Stats for the first half. That extra point was blocked by the Eagles, so that will keep FACS at 6. All right, so the Eagles will receive for the first time tonight. Tucker White, number 29, will be back. And Jalen Greenwood, number 24. Those will be both the split backs. In fact, they're going to switch sides. On our own 20-yard line, so we're not expecting a very long kick. In fact, an onside kick.
Good play by Jack Stevens.
Great play by Stevens.
Staying in there,
Onside kick is recovered by the Eagles.
holding on to it. Took the hit, too. He knew that was going to
Oh,
come.
yeah,
but
Stevens is tough now. I
yes,
tell
he
you.
is.
First attempt
Stevens, a junior.
for the ECS. 48.
I expect big things for him this next 4 games,
Oh, yeah.
especially into next year. But
Yeah.
we need him right now. All right, Eagles offense. Hatcher's going to be in the pistol. Hand off to McMeans. Boy, right up the middle. Great job of running. He'll get 7, almost 8 on the play. Great job by Webster pulling, by Austin Hill to pull on off that right side coming left.
Forgive my ignorance, but is that a new wrinkle with the offense coming out in that pistol formation?
We've run the pistol the past several weeks.
Okay.
Actually, back to even North Point.
Okay.
Gagnon, bottom of your screen. Pennington up top. All right, play action pass. Hatcher looking for
Daniel is
Daniel.
open. Oh!
Wow, what a great pass.
Yeah.
Kind
It was
of.
a great play call. It was there.
It was.
Gotta take those shots. When you do, you want to cash in on them. Daniel got twisted around a bit, trying to catch it over his shoulder, and
Almost made a great catch.
Mm-hmm.
8:15 to go. Hatcher. Great play. He'll get the guys back up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 4. We're going to get Hill in the fullback position. McMeans the tailback. We're going to flip Ethan Saunders over to the left side. There we go. We're going to get behind Carlton Webster and Austin Hill. Once again, same play just a couple of plays ago. Worked well. That'll be a 1st down Eagles. Ball on the 40.
By the Crusaders, Tyler Pettis. Eagles, they ball to the FACS 40-yard line. First down.
you can feel the Eagles now taking their time, certainly at this stage of the game, with 7:50 left in the second quarter, just trying to slow things down.
All right, we're bringing Caden Hill and Pennington this side. Looks like Hatcher wanted a timeout and thought he would go with it. Coach Adams follows it up. Looks like we maybe had a misalignment. Regardless of what it was, Coach Adams is not happy about it.
Yeah. Well, he knows those are, you look at the circumstances of this game, but, you're thinking big picture. You don't want to have those lapses, certainly as you head into the playoffs.
Yeah, these games are always tough. You're up so early, and then you lose concentration. You kind of lose that excitedness, and next thing you know, you're lining up on the wrong side.
Yeah.
I just hear the Jeff Hill, the PA announcer, talking about the play coming up, the fall-winter play here at ECS, which is going to be the Elf.
The Elf. It's going to be something else. I cannot wait to see.
Well, go ahead.
mean, of course, you love the movie, but I can't wait to see what our fine arts department is going to do with it. I think Hart Madison is the lead in it, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job.
Well, what a move by
Great
Greenwood. Just in and out. He'll get out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Great run by Jalen Greenwood.
Yep.
Pickup of almost 20 on the play.
Great push by Pennington, sealing it off. Preston Daniel as well, blocking from that tight end position. Just really good stuff. Executed to perfection.
All right, Greenwood will stay in at tailback. Caden Hill up top. Pennington down low. Hill at fullback once again. Stretch play to the right. Preston Daniel, nice kick out. Greenwood looking up the middle. He'll go in for the touchdown. Greenwood from 16 yards out. 7:18 to go. Boy, great job of running by Greenwood, just weaving in and out. Well, it didn't take us long to answer, Brandon.
Yeah. But you can see that hunger and desire, kind of what we were talking about, the excitement level and staying engaged in a game like this. And you see how they responded right there. Looking at this replay, Josiah Tingley just doing a great job pushing his guy way into the second level of the defense.
All right, so that's
Even in the third.
That was several State Farm first downs on that play, brought to you by Sean Wilkins. Benny James, touchdown, and extra point, and soon to be kickoff by Compliance Associates. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We mentioned Buff City Soap. Thank you to MSC Commercial Cabinets. All the stats you're receiving tonight from Chris Williams are brought to you by MSC Construction, which is the Sammy Reagan family.
Can't help but mention it again. Hudson Reagan, speedy, 2 touchdowns in the flag football championship.
Wow.
He's something else.
All right, so that ball will get out to, looks like the return to the 30-yard line. Thanks to Vining Sparks for sponsoring this broadcast. We mentioned also the Regal, Josh and Summer Regal. Memphis Children's Clinic, Jake Vargo and his family. All right, 1st and 10 from the 30. Pass incomplete. Arthur on the coverage. Just, he had a lot of mustard on that one.
Yeah.
It was a fastball. Didn't need to throw it that hard.
You got to keep count of Giles's drops
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That was number 3.
That was 3. I wouldn't throw it to Giles.
Yeah.
Get a little pistol set. Blake Barnett there at the nose guard position, making the tackle.
Great to see Barnett mature and grow this year.
Boy, he has no doubt about that.
He was given the honor of Bank 3 Defensive Player of the Week.
He had not played a lot of nose guard, but he did last week. And I'll tell you, muddy, you can't get any traction. They couldn't move him.
Yeah.
He did a great job up front.
Always great when they find their positions. Up.
Well, they said it was intended for Esses, but our man Giles fell down on the play.
There we go.
So pass incomplete, 4th down.
I owe Giles an apology. That was Derek Redmond's drop. but it was Giles' slip. I'm sorry. Sorry, Larry.
All right, 6:33 to go in the second quarter. Eagles on top, 35-6. Putnam back deep to punt for the Crusaders. Peter Nern on our own 30, set to receive.
Ooh.
All right,
Wish he could have caught that.
Yeah, sat up to fair catch it. And the ball rolls down to about the 9.
Let's see if he gets that at the 29. It's a loss of about 20 yards there.
Yeah, I'm not sure the lights got him.
Yeah.
He set up and camped out under it like he was going to get it. I don't know if you saw anything. I mean, he normally catches them. I had to think something got in his eyes, and he had to just duck out, which, hey, good for him for ducking out. I know the coaches probably weren't exactly happy about that, but
If the alternative is a drop, you know, or a muff, there you go.
All right, once again, Hatcher under center. McMeans at tailback. He'll immediately sidestep to his right, get back in the middle of the field, turn on the speed to the 30, to the 40. He'll tuck out at the FACS 45-yard line. 40, we'll call it about a 38-yard run maybe, Chris. You probably know the exact numbers on that.
Looks like they had him starting at about the 9-yard line.
Ball on the 9. 46-yard run by McMeans. Is just tacking them on. Big run after big run. Gagnon up top. Saunders at tight end. Arthur, bottom of your screen. Pistol set, kind of a new formation here. Got Hill, fullback, McMeans right by him. Little extra protection. Looking for Gagnon. Nice throw. Gagnon right there. Could not come up with it. He'd like to have it back.
Yep. Going back to that previous play, if he wasn't already, that probably puts McMeans over 100.
Well, he certainly is just, I mean, big chunks of real estate. Another State Farm first down after first down. I mean, just, boy, Hatcher, just nice pass. He put that right on the money.
That was good.
All right, thanks, Chris. That's the MSC Millwork stat. 144 for McMeans already.
There you go.
111 for Greenwood. McMeans just weaving in and out. Down to the 20. Out of bounds. They'll call that at about the 16-yard line, so he'll tack on.
Well, looks like another 35 yards. Or
25. Yeah. So that'll get him up to almost 170. Last week we said he had around 221. All right, Stevens, bottom of your screen. Arthur up top. Same backfield. Hill, McMeans. Hatcher will get under center this time. Saunders.
he wants that touchdown stretching out.
Boy, I thought he had it. I was mentioning Saunders went out and was playing tight end, but we've hit the flat route to Hill. Boy, I couldn't believe he didn't get in.
He juggled it a bit. Still was able to secure it. Let's see what the flag's about, though.
Yeah. Personal foul, face mask against FACS. That'll be, that may move it an inch.
Yeah.
That'll be a dead ball foul, so after the play, but not much room to move it.
Clayton, any prediction on the next play? Any bold prediction on what the
I'd like to maybe see a quarterback sneak, maybe.
Maybe. Man, I think you're going to get your wish.
Do we have that one?
They may have worked on that a little bit this week.
When you see Hatcher get that leg kind of back like he's about to run the 100-meter dash, then you know where he's going. All right, great drive by the Eagles. Matthew McMeans, lots of chunks of real estate. Nice throw and catch there from Hatcher to Hill. And then, of course, the sneak by Hatcher in. So Stuckey in for the extra point. Touchdown brought to you by Darren Wilkes and the Benny James Appliance Company. All your heating, air conditioning needs. Extra point up and good, brought to you by Compliance Associates. Peter Nern on the hold. That'll be 42-6 with 5 minutes to go still in the second quarter. Yeah, in the first half. I tell you what, Sean Wilkins Jr. is probably right now, he probably had to lead the game early because they had to go print more footballs to throw out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing like first you see 10 thrown, and now you see 2. So they're getting low.
They're getting low on their count.
Yep, so Britton, if you're at home, you may want to call your brother, tell him to get that printing press up and running. All right, squib kick down to the 20. Looks like Zach Baker was there to get him out of bounds. Second tackle on the night, special teams by Baker.
Kicking off for ECS. Return by the Crusaders, Derek Redmond. Zach Baker on the tackle for ECS on the return.
Well, see what kind of answer FACS has.
You know, guys that play in these games, I go back when Gagnon went down, and you see Tucker White in the corner. You see, you saw Zach Baker playing safety. It's funny how when those guys now that you know, I'll finish that thought in 1 minute after Putnam first down play. Hartsuff right there, boy, nice to have Hartsuff back. He's excited, just like he's playing well, legs holding up. Those guys that got that significant playing time, it's no coincidence. But then those guys still are on special teams.
Yeah.
It's funny how those guys make all the plays now.
Yeah.
That confidence they get from playing. You know,
Getting used to that live action.
Yeah. It's just kind of, you know, you have a sense for the ball. You're like, man, the guy's always around it. All right, second down and 12.
Miscommunication on that, it looked like.
Well, he had a guy there. A man, Giles, was there too, but it was just a rifle. Just no need to throw the ball that hard.
Pass from Cole Putnam, intended for Larry Giles. Is incomplete.
Hey, you're right.
An incompletion brings up third down and 12.
We can definitely see he has a strong arm. We know that. Let's complete some balls. All right, third and 12. No doubt a pass play. Putnam may try to run it.
Actually, handing it off.
Nice play
Going
by
sweep.
Gagnon to turn it back in. And there's our man Hartsuff, and then Barnett coming over from nose tackle. Great tackle. Great hustle.
Yeah, we got your D lineman moving like that laterally and chasing down plays. You got something special on the front line there.
I know you played some many positions, O-line. Did you play some D-line as well?
No, I played offensive guard. I was a little bit bigger back then.
Did you play defensive line as well?
No, not necessarily. I played linebacker. I didn't play linebacker. I played a lot of pulling guard.
Yeah.
So those kind of the situations. I was more of a small guard, if you will.
All right, there's
about a $185.
Hey, those are tough ones though.
Yeah.
Nern came up, made the catch that time. That will prevent the ball from bouncing further into Eagle territory. All right, looks like we're going to stitch with no, actually we're going to pull Hatcher out. We're going to bring Bennett Brady in now at quarterback, number 3. So Brady going to come over and take over for quarterback. We're going to leave, looks like most of the first team still in there though. So nice for Brady to get some work at QB. Agapo's going to be your fullback though, number 35. Pennington down at the bottom.
Oh, great pull by Webster. Just paving the way for Greenwood there.
Great job. Nice block by Matthew Pennington downfield as well to stay with his block, stay with his man. 17-yard run by Greenwood. That'll bring up first down 10, 3:30 to go in this second quarter. Ball on the FACS 41. Agapos Greenwood in the backfield. Brady hands off to Greenwood, loses it. Got back on it. So, boy, almost a mirror of last week.
Yeah.
But able to get back on that and recover that. So, good job by Greenwood. All right, we'll get him out, take a break. Tucker White's going to go in now at tailback, get some good work in.
You know, important reps for Brady to get in there and execute the handoff. That's the only way you learn that.
And also nice to get some reps with that first team.
Yeah, precisely.
Caden Hill up top, Arthur bottom. Agapos, he'll flip over to the right side. Hit Tucker White, nice play, good speed. Gets to the outside.
Flag on the field. Great cut, though. Really good run and vision by Tucker White.
That flag was deep.
Tyler Pegas. Also
Yeah, holding on ECS.
against the Eagles, that'll be a 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Will be played second down. Bring up second down. 13.
So second down and 13 now, as opposed to first and 10.
Yeah. 2:25, clock still running. Brady going to bring it in from the sideline. Arthur top, Caden Hill down at the bottom. Ethan Saunders tight end this side. Pistol formation, Agapos, Tucker White. Looking for Caden Hill, just a little too long. Nice pass. A little too much heat on it, needed a little more air. Hill couldn't quite get the separation that he needed that early.
Johnson on the coverage downfield for FACS. That incomplete pass. Bring up third.
Nice job by the offensive line blocking, gave Brady plenty of time. Nice play regardless, that stops the clock. Third down, 13. Tucker White right up the middle. He'll pick up maybe 5 on the play. That'll get the ball back to the 40.
So be our, I believe our first fourth down of the game.
All right, timeout FACS. They'll take their second of 3 timeouts. Fourth down and 9, 1:44 to go in this second quarter. Brandon, looks like most of the seats are full now. Everybody's kind of trickled in. A lot of stocking hats, a lot of coats.
'Tis the season.
I saw.
We were wondering because, I mean, this is the kind of night you could very easily say, you know what, I'm going to put my feet up and I'm going to put on YouTube and watch the live
That's
stream. But no. Eagle Faithful has come alive.
I'm not sure if you follow John Varlas. I know Chris does, but he had a.
I do, yeah.
Did you see his tweet this week? Said someone. It was last night. He said someone needs to light a fire under that Westwood bench. He said, no, seriously, someone just lit a fire under the bench to stay warm.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you don't blame him.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess you do what you do. If it's cold, I mean, pull it out, pull the kindling, pull the kindling, and
it's old school.
Yeah,
that's just old school right there.
It's free. It doesn't cost anything. There's no propane involved. All right, here we go. Hatcher going to go deep, no doubt about it. Boy, he's got Gagnon open on this side.
Ooh, he went for it. He's upset.
Yeah, he'd like to have it. He went up. I love to see him go up and get the ball, though. That's just that's great. And sometimes it's nice to not catch them all because then he comes back and just is a beast.
Yeah. You know? Making up for it.
Yep.
Good to see. It doesn't seem like the hands bothering him.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so he's.
I'm not sure where he'll play college ball or if he will, or if he, let me say that's if he wants to.
Yeah.
But no doubt he can, all the way up to D1. I don't know. Now, he may be a preferred walk-on, but he will certainly earn a spot. He's just too good of an athlete. All right, Preston Daniel will not allow Putnam to get to the outside. The clock, he'll stay inbounds. The clock will keep running. I don't even know if he gained a yard.
That's great. I mean, Daniel leading the attack, but 5 Cardinal jerseys on him real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
Second down, 10. Still got that starting defense in. All right, here we go. This is when Putnam's at his best. No doubt he's going to run the ball. All right, that'll be a first down. He ran a lot. He got 11, almost 12 on the play.
And gets the clock stopped, too.
Agapos almost had him. Agapos rarely misses him. Nice job by Putnam, though.
Yeah, there's no doubt the athleticism that he's been able to display tonight. Good test for this Eagle defense. That's wobbly.
Nern.
Nern got it.
Yeah, interception by Peter Nern at the 10-yard line.
Putnam would like to have that one back, no doubt. It just came out.
Yeah, just kind of went for something deep. Just
Yep.
said, hey, let's throw up a Hail Mary, see what we got. He stood up, stepped up in the pocket. Nice job by Barnett, though. Just kind of held his ground and didn't create a lane. All right, Eagles will take over on the 10. Brady back in at quarterback. Let's see if we take a knee or if we try to get some yardage. Looks like we're going to run. We're going to flip Hill and Daniel over. Hand off to Tucker White. Makes one guy miss, gets to the outside. He will get out of bounds to stop the clock, a pickup of 8.
Yeah, it's still going.
They're not going to stop it. Well, I don't blame him.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't make it. I mean, it was right on the boundary. He could have.
All right, White's going to get right behind Austin Hill. That'll be a first down, Eagles. Now that will stop it, but too late. That's halftime.
There it is.
All right, well.
Time for this halftime show you've been telling us about, Clayton.
42-6.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying, you know, that's just they took care of business, you know, in this first half. I mean, both running backs, McMeans and Greenwood, over 100 yards. Really coming alive and executing what they do well.
All right, we're going to have a quick halftime show here by the cheerleaders, which we mentioned to you. We'll zoom in a little bit on those guys if you can. Mike, there you go. Perfect. So we're going to have the middle school cheer squad along with the varsity doing this routine. We mentioned to you that they won I say won, they won third place at this regional competition in South Haven. We'll get a, after this routine, we'll get a little breakdown, a quick little stat report, and then we'll take a break here and come back.
Given your knowledge of this, Clayton, are you going to give us some play-by-play
well,
of what we're about to see?
Not really.
Okay.
You know.
It is Dottie.
It is Dottie. Thought it was an R in there.
Yeah. Let the record reflect. Ava Doughty, sophomore. Junior. She's a junior.
I tell you what, I think we'll get stats at the end of the half.
Okay.
Chris will be back, and then we'll let you guys, we're going to kind of fade off here and let you guys enjoy the halftime show. All right, 1:05 to go in this half. We're going to be joined here thanks to MSC Millwork, the Sammy Reagan family. Chris Williams is going to give us the halftime stats.
As you might imagine, all Eagles there in the first half. Flip down to team stats here. Total offense, 358 for ECS to 106 for FACS. The run game, all Eagles, 318 to 57. FACS with the slight edge, 49 to 40 in passing yardage. But then, obviously, just in terms of total offense, just all in favor of the Eagles. Third down conversion attempts. ECS faced just 2, converted 1 of them. FACS converted 4 of their 10 third down conversion attempts. In terms of individual stats in the first half, in terms of rushing, Matthew McMeans, 9 carries for 173 yards. Jalen Greenwood, 9 carries for 128 yards. So another big week from that duo, and really looking to see great things from them in the playoffs as well. Again, just pretty much all ECS, and looks like the Eagles might be on their way to a district title.
Yeah, Chris, looks like we're staying pretty consistent, 4 of 10 on third downs, so that's 40%. And I'd like to see that a little bit higher, but that's been pretty consistent on the year. And of course, having two guys over 100 yards has been pretty consistent on the year as well.
Yeah, I'm sure the Eagles would like to have kept the ball a little bit longer. FACS with the edge of time of possession, about almost 13 minutes to a little under 11 minutes for ECS. But when you've got scoring drives of 3 yards or three plays, 5 plays, 3 plays, you'll take the points when you can get them.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, Chris, thanks for bringing those stats to us as always, and we'll catch up at the end of the game. This second half will probably be a little bit different. I look to have a running clock. Chris, can you have a running clock? Is it until the fourth quarter, or is it? I'm not sure when after halftime. Okay, so we may get that running clock, and this will kind of get this game up and going fairly quickly. We'll get a lot of young guys in. The 8th graders moved up for varsity. There's 4 or 5 guys, so I'm not sure if they'll get the opportunity or if they even want to get in, but there would be a chance for that as well. So we'll keep an eye on that and bring you those names. Those will be new names and numbers for us, but we'll bring those to you. Still a great crowd tonight. Eagles are going to be warming up here in the north end zone as they get ready to start this second half of play. The Eagles, if you remember, deferred the first half, so we will get the ball to start this second half. Great job on the defensive side of the ball. Coach Scott Vogel, defensive coordinator, along with Hardy Buck, linebackers, Coach Daniel Holmes, outside backers, and Coach Ben Todd, the defensive line. We mentioned in the pregame show all the players here with the salute to Coach D. Baker, who passed away this week, a legacy that he left here at ECS as a coach and math teacher for almost 40 years. His family, in his honor, through this week, set up through donations by the ECS community, a scholarship fund that will that will be for alumni kids to get a little break in the tuition. So that certainly helps when you have multiple members in a family. So his legacy will live on here. So a lot of the team, even some fans with the D and the B emblem on tonight. He had a famous coat that he wore every day. Classic throwback baseball style, shiny gold. All right, here we go. Kickoff return team. Ladarius Allen's in there. Arnwine, 41. Zach Baker. Caden Hill. Onside kick. Jack Stevens recovers it once again. Griffin Garrison right there by him, but nice job by Stevens, his second grab of the night. All right, so Eagles will come out, ball on the 45-yard line. Looks like we may get one series here with his starting unit. Matthew Pennington, bottom of your screen. Agapos, fullback. McMeans, tailback. Hatcher under center. A little gut play right up the middle. We'll gain maybe pick up 4 on the play.
Carry for ECS. Jacoby Moore on the tackle for the Crusaders. Gain of about 4. Second down and 7.
Caden Hill, bottom of your screen. Pennington up top. We're going to flip Preston Daniel over. Boy, great block by Agapos on the right side. That's going to allow McMeans to maybe pick up 5 more, almost a first down. We may get a measurement on this. No, that'll be a first down, Eagles. All right, 1st and 10, Pennington and Jack Stevens, number 11, bottom of your screen. Agapos McMeans once again. Actually, Greenwood fights for some yardage, just gets just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's like we just had maybe a just didn't quite have a hat on everybody at that defensive front. Stevens, Pennington up top. Greenwood tailback. Saunders at tight end. All right, Greenwood's going to get right behind big Carlton Webster. Kind of gets stood up and popped pretty good. That'll be a pickup of about, we'll call that long 3. FACS looks like they've done a nice job of kind of adjusting a little bit.
Clayton is doing some scoreboard watching around the district. North Point and Harding scoreless at this point.
Wow. Of course, we mentioned, Chris, we play the loser of that game.
Correct.
Next week. All right, Hatcher in pistol formation. Is going to drop back. Looking for Gagnon. Boy, nice throw, nice air. Gagnon right there brings it in down to the touchdown. Gagnon, 45, we'll call it 43 on the play. 46. 46-yard pass play from Hatcher to Gagnon. He wanted another one back after the last one, and he got it. Great coverage by FACS, just a little bit, maybe even a hair underthrown, almost a back shoulder type of throw. That's a Benny James touchdown. Brought to you by the Benny James Company, Darren Wilkes. And thanks for Tim Wilson and Compliance Associates with that extra point. That's going to put the Eagles up on top, 49-6.
Check that. It was 43 yards on that touchdown pass.
Okay, thank you. That halftime show, the cheerleaders, was brought to you by PDGO, Pediatric Dental Group and Orthodontics. Thanks to the guys. I see Taylor Colazzo, he's in the house tonight, our orthodontist in that group with his family on a cold night. Glad they joined us. All right, Stuckey's going to drive this one down, be taken at the 7-yard line. Nice tackle, Andrew Agapos. Mentioned a minute ago, those guys, those starters are guys who have started. They just are always around the ball. They have a nose for the football, and those guys, whether they're on special teams or not, They're making plays. All right, we're going to pull Zach Baker in now at safety. He'll take Nern's spot. Gagnon's still in. Weissman up top. Hartsuff, Coote, Pennington. Those front three. Then we'll have Daniel and Griffin Garrison, outside linebacker. Actually, we're going to keep Nern in the game. Nern is going to slip down to corner. We'll get, previously we had Tucker White in there and Will Arthur. Second down and 10. Putnam hands off. Nowhere to go. All right, here we go. Josh Hartsuff is going to exit. Great game by Hartsuff tonight. First time back in a few weeks. Nice to have him there. We're going to get now Luke Pleban in, who's been absent the past few games. Kind of a high ankle sprain, so nice to see him back in the game. He's at right defensive tackle, number 53. Swing pass by Putnam. Garrison was there. Weissman came over to help out. Guys got kind of tangled up. Weissman hobbling just a little bit. Looks like he'll stay down. Brandon, looks like Weissman kind of came in over the top and got wrapped up a little bit, so Coach Dabbs will come out and see what's up with that. He tried to get up a couple times and couldn't quite make it.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off, and then at some point, just got to lay there.
Yeah.
Just relax.
All right, let's get this score fixed. If you're at home, that put the Eagles up 49-6.
Just to follow up on that North Point Harding score, still scoreless at the end of 3.
Do you have anything on the Lausanne St. George's game?
I am checking actively.
But the playoff implications there, winner of North Point Harding, that's most likely our opponent next week.
That's going to be our opponent next week.
Gotcha.
I think Lausanne.
The loser of North Point Harding.
The loser.
The
Yeah,
loser.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Other scores of interest, halftime, MUS leads undefeated Briarcrest 8-7.
Woo. That's a surprise. All right, so that punt will roll dead at the Crusader 42.5-yard line.
Great field position for the Eagles again. Looks like Dietrich Pennington will be sent off. Blake Barnett will get some reps in at tackle.
Yeah, that's going to do it for Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to get out the roster here.
Yep.
I see Zach Bratton entering the game, number 16. Tucker White, nice move, bounces it back to the inside. Joey Hayworth, 23, bottom of your screen here at receiver. John Webster, 58, he'll go in now at tackle. We've got at center, Adam Wichtem. Kind of call these out here. Wichtem's going to be your center. Barnett's going to move over to left tackle. He was playing right tackle. We're going to have Luke Pleben, 53 at left guard. Brady under center. Stevens playing fullback. Arnwine at fullback. White carrying the ball.
One of the first negative plays we've seen all night for ECS, but of course understandable when you're getting these guys, younger guys, some reps.
3rd down and 10, 57, Ben Gray is in at right tackle. John Webster's right guard. All right, we're going to slip number 39, Clayton Garrison, in at tailback. Arnwine at fullback. Play action pass. Looking for Arnwine. Nice catch by Arnwine. Hit hard, held on to the ball.
Good throw from Brady as well.
Yeah, it was.
Executed well.
All right, so that'll be 4th down and probably maybe 6. Boy, fantastic catch by Arnwine
Yeah.
to hold on to the ball.
And take the hit.
Yeah, and get out of bounds.
We're going to take that hit anyway. Might as well hold on to it.
.241. Boy, this quarter's gone by fast.
Yes, it has.
When you don't stop the clock, it rolls. Griffin Garrison at tight end. Clayton Garrison at tailback. Arnwine at fullback. Brady's going to drop back. 4th down. Looking for Breitenberg, number 22. I tell you what, I thought he might come back and make the catch.
Yeah. Too many Crusaders, though, in the spot.
Great job. Coach Adams still coaching on the sideline, coaching those guys.
But now you're seeing a lot of the second teamers on defense being folded in.
All right, nice little gain there. David Calderon, number 3 for FACS. We've got Pleben, defensive tackle. We've got Ben Clemis at nose guard. Adam Wichtem, defensive tackle. Here's Calderon once again off the right side. Zach Bratton. Not Zach Bratton. Caden Hill, number 5 on the tackle. Zach Baker coming up from safety to make the hit as well. Hayworth, outside linebacker. Jacob Welch, top of the field, outside backer. Here we go. Same play to the right side again. Baker there. Wichtem there. Lucas there. Thanks, Chris. Loss of 1 on the play. That'll be 3rd down and a long 5.
Looks like they'll try to squeeze one more play in before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Ladarius Allen, number 7, top of the field, number 7 at corner. Will Arthur, bottom of your screen, number 14.
Or not. They're going to let it tick down.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of that quarter, ECS remains very stingy in 3rd quarter for the year. They've given up only 14 points in the 3rd quarter all year.
Wow.
And those 14 points were in the same game against Houston.
Yeah, man. That's tough.
Well, you take out that Houston game. Goose egg in the 3rd quarter for opposing teams.
You know, we said it at the time, and I think it's become more true as we've gone along. we're going to be glad that we played that Houston game. Just the level of competition that they faced. Certainly prepare this ECS team for the playoffs. And I don't even think we knew maybe at that time how good that Houston team truly was, because they've continued to roll. I think they're up on Southwind tonight. Obviously, they've already clinched their region as well. But certainly will be one of the teams that prepared this Eagles team for the playoffs.
Yeah, we mentioned that, Chris, earlier about how that was such a big game, even the Collierville game as well, with the little bit lower level of play in our region this year, besides Lausanne.
No, you need those challenges like Houston, like Collierville, like Munford.
All right, caught around the right side. He will not quite get the first down. He'd be about a yard short. Once again, Zach Baker making the most of his minutes.
Of course, you can play the coulda, woulda, shoulda game, but a couple things go differently in that Houston game, and you easily see the Eagles winning it.
Boy,
that was a hold.
There we go. Jack Stevens.
Still made the play.
Great play by Stevens.
But you get to see the future of this Eagle program out there on the field right now, and they're still holding their own.
Yeah, no doubt.
Turnover on downs.
Great stop by that group. That second unit, even some third unit out there. All right. Well, we're going to get a quarterback change. We're going to bring in Wilson Thetford, freshman. We're going to also get number 32, John Vargo, bottom of your screen. Handoff, Clayton Garrison right up the middle. He's tough, another freshman. Pick up about 7 or 8. Wesley Jones, number 70, he's now in at left tackle. Of course, right tackle, Ben Gray. Adam Wickton, center. John Webster, right guard. Luke Pleven, left guard. Gabe Breitenberg, 22, bottom of your screen. Ladarius Allen up top. Once again, handoff to Garrison. He'll drive that pile down to get a first down.
He's a tough runner.
He was. He was a horse last year on that 8th grade team. Just needs a little bit of size, which he'll get. Of course, his brother in number 18.
Yeah. But good to see. So he's a freshman?
Freshman.
Good to see a freshman that's going to run it up the gut.
You could see,
purpose.
You will probably see he and his brother both at linebacker next year. So it would be Garrison and Garrison outside and inside. There he is once again. Nice vision, nice power. He'll pick up almost 10. In fact, he does get 10. That'll be another first down.
Looks like there's going to be a dead ball foul.
Yep, nice to see number 34, Noah Newhouse, in the game. He's been out, injured, big kid, number 34. Nice to see him getting some playing time. Of course, we already mentioned Joey Hayworth, number 23, in the game. Nice job of that offensive line, pushing the pile. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 16, heading south. Newhouse, your fullback. Garrison, tailback. Here's Garrison once again.
Bouncing off guys, still pushing.
Nice job. Great block by Luke Pleven.
So another Crusader penalty. It's going to move it half the distance. The Crusaders will call timeout on that.
Prior to the snap, we've got a timeout called by FACS.
All right, timeout FACS. 7:34 to go in this fourth quarter. Time's ticking.
It's their first charge timeout of the second half. Eagle fans, we want to say thank you.
Coaches want to give an opportunity for this Crusader defense to mount some kind of challenge here.
Yeah.
Goal line stand. With 7.5 minutes away from closing out this 2019 regular season. And as of right now, if it thing plays out, it'll be a 9-1 Eagle team heading into the playoffs.
There we go. Same play. Garrison won't quite get in the end zone, but we're close. Number 44, Charlie Crosby in the game. All right, we're going to put number 32, John Vargo, bottom of your screen. Up top, Hayworth. Garrison in the backfield, Arnwine, the fullback. Garrison stood up. Won't quite get in. That'll be third down.
Yeah, it looks like.
Well, Brandon, what do you run here? Same play?
I think so. I think Garrison, give him a shot.
I like it. I like it.
He's been the workhorse all drive. Let's see if he can punch it in.
I say, come on, Arnwine, open the hole.
But they're going
there we
QB
go.
sneak. And Thetford, I think he got it.
I hope he did. Yeah, touchdown.
Yeah.
Wilson Thetford, number 8, freshman quarterback, sneaks it in from 2 out.
And I think the Crusaders were surprised by that. No touchdown on the field. They're going to mark it down inside the 1.
The back judge did signal.
Yeah.
But he, yeah, maybe it was like last week. It was one hand. It was 2, then just 1. All right, let's go, Eagles. Punch it in.
Yep. No, he got I don't think he got it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Not enough push on that line. Thetford kind of tried to get around a couple of guys. Not a lot of help on that.
Nope. But FACS there haven't had the best starting field position this entire game, and
Once again,
just got worse.
Yeah. 4:38 and clock still running. We have a running clock. Timeout FACS. That will stop the clock. 4:27 to go.
Here's that reminder, hot chocolate and Gibson's Donuts.
Man, I came out here thinking I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I think I am.
You're going to go for it.
I think
You're going to go for it. I mean, if you it's a well-known fact, if you eat anything after 9 o'clock, it doesn't count.
It doesn't.
Yeah, there's no.
Does it count for the next day, or do you? What do
I
you
don't
do
know.
there?
I don't know how you count those calories. I don't know how where it goes.
It just vaporizes.
It vaporizes. Yeah, you just.
Checking the scoreboard over at North Point Harding contest. North Point now with a 10-7 lead on Harding.
If I had to pick, I would have said Harding would have won that game, but they're down by 3. They still may. That was almost a safety. Nice play by the Eagles. Not a lot of breathing room for FACS. Ball on the 1. Lucas, Arnwine, middle backers. Wickham, Gray, defensive tackle.
He squirted through there.
Looks like Wesley Jones on the tackle along with Gray. Bennett Brady, number 3, in at safety. All right, here comes number 67. I need my new sheet. These are our new guys.
Oh, it could have been a pick.
Boy, right there, Jacob Welch almost had it. 67, David Coote, freshman. '16, Zach Bratton in, an outside backer. 72, Caleb McCullough, also at middle linebacker, freshman also. A lot of young guys get some great minutes. Those
They're going
guys
to let Breitenberg return this punt if they're able to get it off.
actually, you know who that is? Is John Vargo,
Oh,
number 32.
32, not
Yeah.
22, pardon
Yeah.
me.
A lot of freshmen.
Yeah.
These guys all had a good season last year. All right, Vargo. Nice catch. He'll fair catch that at the 41. Vargo's he's a very, very hard-nosed, heady football player, smart player, just needs a little size. Hopefully he'll get that during these off seasons, but got a good head on his shoulders. Older brother Jake, a junior. Jake was out last week. I don't believe he's dressed out tonight either. .130 and counting. Gray, Webster, Wickham, McCullough, Jones. Brady, the quarterback, hands off to Garrison. He's still on his feet. Pickup of about 3. Ladarius Allen, bottom of your screen. Bratton, tight end. All right, we're going to finally kneel it down, looks like. 46 seconds to go and counting.
Yep.
All right, Chris, what you got here as we wrap this up? You want the last parting words here as far as numbers on the night? All right, we'll get those in just a minute. Final score, Brandon, 49-6. I mean, that's pretty much how we drew it up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they took care of business. Know that Chris is going to tell us we had at least 2 runners over 100 yards tonight with McMeans and Greenwood, and
possibly 200 for McMeans, maybe.
Wow. So really just another solid campaign start to finish, not just in this game, but the entire season. Trey Adams' first year as head coach of the Eagles. 9-1 season. The lone loss to Houston. Undefeated in the region, though. And next step, the playoffs. We await to find out who the opponent is going to be,
that's
either
right.
North Point or Harding, but they appear to be ready.
Final stats on the night, Matthew McMeans, 11 carries, 183 yards. Jalen Greenwood also with 11 carries for 130 yards. So, again, two backs over 100 yards, and McMeans, almost to 200. Another great night for that tandem. In terms of team stats, total offense, ECS 444 to FACS's 128.
Okay.
And just dominating on the rushing side, 357 to 79.
All right, Chris. Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing us those stats. Of course, that's by MSC Millwork. I'll give a shout out once more to our sponsors. We'll throw those up on the screen. Thank you for joining us wherever you are tonight, at home, on the road. We're glad you came to Legends Field to join us. Brandon, on behalf of the Eagle Sports Network, we will be here next week, 7 o'clock, with the opponent to be determined.
To be determined.
Yep.
I'm sure Britton cannot wait. He's chomping at the bit to get back in this press box.
All right. Well,
and
we'll
deliver the
we'll
highlights.
see everyone next week. Thank you.